Hi guys, so today we're going to do a love reading about your current relationship or your next relationship. And just so you know, this is a group reading, so if things don't resonate, just leave it. If you're drawn to more than one pile, you can always pick both piles and then pick what you like and leave what you don't. With that being said, I'm going to get into the video. Group number 1 with the dragonfly, group number 2 with the shark, group number 3 with the golden egg, group number 4 with the cosmic egg, and group number 5 with the swan. Hi, group number 1, you guys were drawn to the dragonfly. Let's get into your reading. So basically, I'm going to do it like person A, person B, so you can decide if you're person A or person B. So this is going to be for person A's perspective, and this is person B's. So basically, this first card indicates your initial reaction, and it's the 9 of Rings in reverse. And so for person A, their initial reaction of person B is kind of like, they're not sure how to think. They feel like they want to keep their distance, maybe because maybe they've been hurt in the past, or they don't want to get attached, or they don't know how. They're just very confused. They're very almost like scared or kind of like nervous, I guess, to get into this. And that's their initial reaction. For person B, their initial reaction is more like curious. They're more like looking at person A, like trying to get to know them, trying to understand them more, and like that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. These two cards are the expectations. So person A has like no expectations, I feel. They're so used to almost this disappointment. I really feel this person has been through a lot in their past relationships. So this person is just so used to disappointment that they're like, no, I don't have any expectations. I don't want to have high expectations. I don't want to believe this person's going to be amazing. I'm very scared. I'm very skeptical. It's kind of like the energy I'm getting here. But for this person B, this is kind of more of like a newer, or like I haven't had as many relationships, I haven't had as many bad relationships kind of energy I feel, and this person is like more into having a higher, I guess, expectation. They believe it's gonna be good. They believe it's gonna get somewhere. They have like more of like I know what I want. I know I want a longer relationship. I know I feel comfortable, and I want more, kind of. And then as far as goals go, person A, their goal is basically like, oh, I just hope that by the end of this they don't hate me. Like, they just have such a retreating energy, I feel. They clearly have no idea if this is going to work or not, and they want it. They clearly want it, and they want to reach out, but they're just so scared that they kind of retreat, or almost like they're the kind of person that would self-sabotage, I feel. Like, they're like, oh, I'm so scared this person is amazing, or this relationship is going great, I just have to self-sabotage. I don't want them to leave me. I don't want them wanting to leave me. So if they leave me after I self-sabotage, then it's okay, because I've controlled that, right? Like, that's the kind of scared energy I feel. Person B, their goals seem to be, again, more like, I want a real thing. Like, I want, to move in. I want this relationship to go far. I want this person to be in my life for a long time. I have high goals, high expectations. I can see that, as you can see, like in this picture, almost like they're like lying down, like they're like comfortable, they're secure, they feel kind of like they aren't like afraid of the relationship. They feel very comfortable in this relationship, and they have this like higher standard, and they're like, oh, I know that this person might be having a hard time, but I know that they're not going to hurt me. I know that they're so scared they're not going to hurt me. That's not the kind of person that they are. And I just feel like they're like, you know, I'm going to stay in this relationship. I'm committed for this relationship, and I want them to be committed. I want them to have this high expectation too. I want to make them comfortable. I want to assure them kind of that this relationship is going far. Now over here, this is like positive, negative attributes. So again, the mask. Person A puts up a mask. They put up a front. They're just terrified all the time. They're like, I don't know. I don't want anyone to know me. I don't want anyone to feel attached. I don't want to feel attached to anyone. I'm just so scared. I've been hurt. You know, it's really sad. Such bad energy here. But at the same time, they clearly, they do have a good heart. They're a very good person, and they do want, I mean, they want so much in their life, but they're just so afraid to put their heart on the line. For person B, it feels like person B almost is more of like I want to say like kind of secretive. Like person B, like some of their bad things is that maybe they're very trusting, but at the same time they have their own life, right? Like they're not like attached at the hip, right? In this relationship, you're like, okay, I love you, I care about you, I want to get far in this relationship, but I also want to have my own life. I'm gonna have my own secrets. I'm gonna do my own thing. As far as like good attributes go for this person, I feel that obviously this group of people, they seem to be like, you know, like they're curious, and they tend to, they have like, at the same time they have their own way of doing things. You know, they're used to doing something a certain way, then like that's what they do, but they don't like, they don't really change course as much. But I feel that even though they tend to be more stuck in their ways, and like I think that this person obviously has, you know, the ability to change or wants to change, maybe like if they meet someone worth changing for. I don't know. So for this card, this is the summary card, and this to me tells me that, like, because of the cogs and the clocks, it tells me that this is a long relationship. This is going to take a while for person B to help and heal person A, and for person A to help person B be more open and honest in their relationship and not keep so many secrets. And this is a very long lasting, and you're going to have to work on it, and you're going to have to help each other out and bring this confidence and this sense of trust, and like them sleeping, you know, like you need to bring that confidence in. I feel like at the beginning, or it might take a while for this to happen, but it can definitely eventually happen, based off of this. This card is another like kind of like message kind of card, and what I can get from this is like there's almost like this bird, right? And it kind of reminds me, obviously it's not a dragonfly, but it kind of reminds me of the dragonfly card that you picked. I don't know, that's just me, but to me this kind of feels like you guys both will like end up having this strong connection, this strong bond, this like love back and forth. Now again, it does feel like this relationship does need a lot of work, and it might not be easy, but it certainly is going to come together eventually. Yeah. That's my reading for group number 1. Now if you want to comment, please do. Please tell me what reading you're in, if this related to you. Tell me what kind of videos you'd like to see on my channel in the future. And please subscribe. Thank you, group number 1. Hi, group number 2. You guys were drawn to the shark. So I'm gonna get into this, but I did shuffle off camera. If you guys want me to shuffle on camera, let me know. So this is gonna be group A and this is group B. So, I mean, not group, but like person A, person B in the relationship. So this is initial reaction, and this person A's initial reaction is like, they look at you and they're like, this person may be pretty, but I'm gonna keep my distance. I don't know them, and I don't know. I'm kind of like more of a scared reaction, like they're pretty, but I'm staying away. I'm staying away from them. I don't know what's gonna happen. And versus this person B, you see this person and they literally light up your world. They are your sun. They shine like you've never seen anyone shine before. You're like, oh my god, this person, I want to be with this person, I want to be with this person all the time, they make my day amazing, they make me smile, I love everything about them. This is your initial reaction. Like, this is a really strong initial reaction, person B. So, the next card is kind of about the next card, I just want to say, is very interesting because person's A's perspective is the damned, and person's B is the distant, and it's just very interesting, very different energy, and I love how, I mean, I know like differences are always, they're always very good, most of the time they're very good in relationships, but it's just very interesting that that popped out. But this is your expectations. So person A, they don't expect much of anything. They expect actually less. They expect almost to like to have a toxic relationship. This feels kind of like they're like, okay, this person that's coming in, there's no way that they're going to be good to me, right? This person I think has been hurt a lot, and they just believe that anyone willing to go out with them or wanting to go out with them, there must be something wrong with them. That's the kind of energy I'm getting here. Like, they're like, okay, what is wrong with you? Why do you like me? Meanwhile, person B is over here like, oh my god, we're destiny, this person's my soulmate, this person's my twin flame, I love them so much, I can't wait to be with them, I want to be with them all the time, and like their expectation is like, okay, this person, we're gonna be together for a very long time, I want to move in with them, I want to marry them, like that's like the expectation they have, like they're like, I want to be with you all the way, like they're like, no. So it's very interesting, the difference. Now the next card is about their goals. So this person A, their only goal is basically for their partner not to be too controlling or not to be too dominant, not to be like they just don't, they want to feel like they have power. They want to feel like they're in control, or that they have something. So I feel like in a past relationship, person A probably lost control somehow or was taken advantage of, and they just can't let that happen again, and so they have all these fronts. And person B, you're like, my only goal is for my heart not to break. I just want to be happy, and if this has to end, then let it end nicely. That's my only goal. And then this is like positive and negative attributes of the person. So this person A, they have a very big heart, I can feel. Like they really are amazing, and they have that light, that sun that you saw in them, but they're hurt and they're afraid to let it out, so they kind of like invert on themselves, almost like, you know, like they just don't want to showcase that light again in fear of getting it crushed, and so they're very like closed off, I fear. Meanwhile, this person, I feel, person B, they may be like, okay, I love this person, and like they have this positive attitude you can feel about the relationship, but this person, I feel, is very, almost like very stressed or insecure or bad or down on themselves. They're like, okay, this person's amazing and too good for me. I don't know how I got this person in my life, but they're everything, and why would they want to be with me? Like, that's the kind of energy. Like, it's all in your head. Like, you're hurting yourself, like, mentally. Yeah. I mean, I hope that both of you can, like, figure this out and be, like, realizing that you both care, or that, like, I mean, that person B cares about person A, and then person A can kind of help person B and be like, yeah, you're pretty too. I mean, or at the end is like the overall summary of the reading. So we have this card, and basically I feel like that card is, again, kind of saying how you kind of have to work on this relationship. And it's very interesting because I actually had that card in the last reading too, so I'm not sure if you guys were drawn to that. But yeah, so it's kind of like you have to kind of work on the relationship. It needs to take some time, and you know, both people, I feel like, need to heal in some way. Like, obviously this person needs to heal with their trust, and this person needs to heal, like, mentally, like they need to start loving themselves more. And so I think it takes a while because you guys need to heal, and then maybe eventually you can help each other heal. And then the King of Rings, this person, he tends to be a little you know, you are my light, you're everything, you know, and just kind of help that person slowly, you know, realize that you're everything too, or open up and tell you that. But I think that's what you really need to work on, I think, is your communication not being so closed off. And you need to heal, obviously. So that's your next relationship. Group number 2, I hope you enjoy the reading. Please comment if this is your group and let me know what you think, or if you resonated with this. That's it. Bye, group number 2. Hi, group number 3. You guys picked the golden egg. So I shuffled off camera for you, but if you want me to shuffle on camera, let me know. This is going to be person A. This is person B, the reading. So this is your initial reaction. So when person A meets person B, they kind of feel like person B almost wears a mask, or like they're like, okay, this person, something seems off about them. Something seems like they pretend to be someone that they're not, or like they have a front. That's their initial view. And person B's initial view of person A is kind of just like person B doesn't really feel happy or nice feelings, I guess, towards A for sure. They're kind of more like I don't really care about you at all kind of feelings. Like, okay, you're there, but I'm just gonna do my own thing, and I don't even care. Like, I'm not even gonna judge you. I don't notice you at all. But obviously something happens in order for this relationship to start, because even though neither one of them sees an initial reaction, I feel like maybe person A is more like the person that tries to get person B to open up, because they're like, well, this person, they seem to be holding something, so maybe they get curious and just like go in and investigate and find out more about person B. So these two cards, they are your expectations. So person A, they don't expect much. They don't expect much of anything. They're just like, okay, I've dealt with things in the past. I've been hurt in the past. I don't know this person. I just know that they're not the most truthful. That's my thought process, right? So maybe this person's gonna hurt me. I have no expectations. I'm just trying it out. I'm seeing how it goes. I hope things can go well, but I don't really have high expectations. Person B, they truly believe that they're going to be left alone. That the person is basically going to leave them, or to end things very quickly. Like, they have no faith that this person is going to stay in a relationship at all. But then we get to up here, and this is kind of talking about what their goals are in this relationship. And what I find interesting is that neither, like, these goals are actually really good and healthy, like, positive goals in a relationship, and then everything else down here is, like, kind of sad, but as we go up, it gets happier, which is good. So person A, they want to be this knight in shining armor for you. They want to come in and riding on this horse, and they want to help you. They want to save you. They want to rescue you. They want to make you fall in love and sweep you off your feet, and they want to do the whole thing. But they're probably, like, this is more like a dream. Like, they aren't that kind of a person. Maybe, like, they're more clumsy or they're more awkward, but they want to be that knight in shining armor. They want to help you. Versus this person, I feel, person B, they also want to help and they want to save, but they're more of like that person that is like, if you get hurt, if person A gets hurt, someone attacks person A, like, emotionally, like, you know, makes person A sad, then person B is going to come in here, knives swinging, pistols blazing, like, you do not mess with my person. This person is everything to me. This person is like a fighter. This person, I feel like, has that kind of energy. Is like back off my man, back off my woman. You know, I can't let anything happen to you. I want to protect you at all costs. But they're like a fighter versus this person. It's more like emotional. Like, I want to protect you and help you with your feelings. So I think that's very interesting. Now, these are positive, negative aspects of the person. So person A, they're not very responsible. They do their own thing, and they kind of just want everything to go like they expect all these amazing things to happen in their life, but they don't actually go out of their way to get them done. Like, they're like, okay, I know what I want, but I'm kind of lazy. I'm just kind of lazy. So they kind of like have this but that's like their bad quality, I feel. But like, they also kind of, I want to say, like they might get off track more easily or forget things, or, you know, they're not like, I mean, obviously they try they try to be on track, but sometimes things don't always go that way. But I can tell they're very very happy person. I feel like this person just this person like has high expectations of themselves and what they want to be able to do, but at the same time they kind of just, they don't appear that way to everyone else. I think everyone else, like, they kind of seem more like the free spirit or like the goofball or something. That's kind of like person A's energy. Versus person B, I feel like person B was always in that energy of, I want to help someone, wanting to save someone, wanting to be the hero. And they kind of also don't know how to sit still. Like, they work a lot. They're always like doing things, and they're kind of, they're like the mature one, definitely in a relationship. And I think that they need to learn to kind of relax more, I feel. I feel like maybe this person can be a workaholic at times, or they can like throw themselves in the work and then like lose track of time, or, you know, and I think that, but they obviously, like, they mean well and they really care, but they're more closed off. They're more like I'm gonna do my own thing on my own time, and then I'm gonna be with you, and it's gonna be about you, all about you. But I have my life outside of this relationship. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting from this person. These are like the summation of the thing. So this one, it talks about strength, right? So having like this physical strength to get through this emotional strength to get through this. So I feel like that maybe this relationship might take some work. Obviously, I feel like that from like the beginning, where you don't really get off to a nice start. You kind of get off to this, like, I don't really know you, I don't like you, I don't trust you, and it takes a while to get to like this, like, I'm gonna fight for you, I'm gonna protect you at all costs kind of energy. I feel like you need some strength to kind of get through that and to kind of continue to persevere and to work on that. But maybe it could also be from, and I'm not really getting a lot of like bad past relationship energy, but maybe one of you or both of you have, because of this residual kind of like pull back in the beginning. And maybe that could also be a strength that you have to get through, is like past trauma or past issues. But I'm not getting that as much in this reading as I have in the other 2 readings. So I mean, that's always good. And then like I also want to point out like this kind of like infinity symbol continuous kind of, it feels like to me, well honestly this reading, because I feel like these are very, at times they're very similar and at times they're very different. So this might be a soulmate reading. I'm gonna be honest, this does feel like a very beautiful, very soulmate like energy. So I do want to point that out. Now that isn't for everyone. So if you don't believe in soulmates, if you don't, then that's fine, you can just leave it. But if you do, if you want a soulmate, this next person might be your soulmate. But there's also, this 2 of blades popped out, and I think that's very interesting because this talks about decisions. So like, so someone or both of you are kind of stuck in this like, what should I do? Like I have number 1 or number 2. What should I do? What should I pick? What should I kind of thing. I'm not really sure what this question is, but there is something that pops up at some point in the relationship where you have to like decide what path you want to go down. Yeah, so I could shuffle and find out for you. So let me try. What is, can I get clarification on the 2 of blades? Okay. So this card popped out. And so the kind of energy I feel from this is more of like maybe like you have to decide kind of the pace of the relationship that's going. Like I feel like maybe one of you is faster than the other. Like one of you like has like a faster pace. Like, okay, I've got through that initial bump. Now I want to go full force. I want to go full speed. I want to be with you. And the other person's kind of like hold back. Like, okay, I can't. I need to continue to take it very slow. And I feel like maybe it's like decision about the pace, decision about like, this kind of like feels like moving in energy as well, because they are sleeping in the same bed. So maybe it's like, okay, can I get this person to want to move in with me? Can I get this person to the next step? Can I continue my relationship? You know, so I think it's kind of like about pacing and time and how far is this relationship going to go, and you know, who needs to make decisions. And I feel like this person probably needs to, whoever is like the more in charge person, I feel like person B is probably the more in charge person, just because person A is more laid back and more yeah, just more laid back. But whoever it is, I feel like that person needs to let the person who's more laid back kind of take control, because they probably have a longer time to come to the conclusion of like, okay, yes, this is the person I want to be with, I want to move in with them, I want to take the next step. And I think you kind of have to wait for that person to get there. But yeah, so that is your reading, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought, or if you resonated, in the comments. And if you want to, then I would appreciate if you subscribed to my channel. I'd love to see you in the next video. Bye. Group number 4, you guys chose the Cosmic Egg. So I did the reading, I did the shuffling off camera. If you want me to shuffle on camera, let me know. So this side is going to be person A, this side is going to be person B in the relationship. The first 2 is about the initial reaction. So person A is, person A basically stays away. Kind of, almost like does not want to go near you. They have like this feeling of not wanting things to change. Like maybe like they have a certain set of friends, or they have a certain like they're like, okay, I don't need anyone else in my life. I'm good right now. And they kind of, they're afraid of like that like person coming in and changing or messing things up or hurting them or anything. So they're kind of like, well, I don't need you, and I'm just gonna stay away, and and we can just coexist, right? Kind of energy. Versus person B who comes into this almost with like a feeling of unease, almost like they're like there's something like that they just don't know. They're kind of unsure. And as you can see, like in the picture as well, they both have like these like swords behind their backs, kind of like almost like they're waiting to stab the person or like hurt the person. And so this person kind of has this feeling of like, okay, you might be coming into my life and you might hurt me, and I don't know, and I'm afraid, so I'm just gonna stay far away from you. Now, expectations. Once you guys start this relationship, like your expectations are for person A. They kind of, person A almost has like this like confidence, almost like of course you're gonna like me, and they almost might seem like kind of blind to all of their faults, like, and they want to think about all their positive qualities, and they're like, I'm really great at this, or I'm really great at that, or I do this thing that I know you like, and they don't want to think about like all the things that they do wrong or their bad qualities, and they don't kind of, so they just have like this positive, like, okay, this is gonna go well for me because I'm amazing, and why wouldn't you want to be with me? Which is, I mean, this is honestly very interesting because all the other readings, like, no one had any confidence. This person is the only person I'm seeing has any confidence today, so it's very different. Person B is, again, they're kind of like, they're on this fragile kind of thing where their expectations are, okay, what's gonna go wrong? What like, they're constantly thinking about, like, okay, this could go wrong, and this could go wrong, and what if this happens, and what if this happens, and I'm getting like this anxiety almost. I mean, they obviously want things to go really well. They hope things go really well, but there's something still holding them back from truly believing things are going to be amazing. Now, these two are about kind of what they don't want, kind of like what they fear, or like they're like, I don't want this kind of so like this person does not want to be controlled, and I feel like this person, they like to be in control, they like to be the dominant person. This person does have a lot of really dominant kind of energy. Have like a goal of, or want of just kind of, I mean, obviously they want to not give up. They want to finally feel like they can open up to someone and to be with this person and for everything to work out, but they're just still like holding back. They still have like this overpowering fear. So these two are like the best and worst qualities of each person. So this person, the career, that's kind of what I get from that. And obviously, I think we've talked about this, but this person, some of their bad qualities kind of contain to that need to control, I feel, or to just not feel like they're losing control. And I'm not sure if this is from like bad past memories, or like from relationships, or from romantic or platonic relationship. I'm not really sure if that's what that's from, or if it's from something else entirely. But I think that's probably one of the worst qualities of this person, is that they just feel like they have to to controlling and not lose it. Person B, I feel like they're obviously they're the queen, right? They have this energy to them that kind of says, I can take care of myself, I'm independent, but I can also cut you down, you know, like, so even though this person is so afraid of getting hurt, I feel like once they get hurt, they're like, that's it, you're dead to me. Like, this is kind of like the energy, and so I think like that's like, I mean, it's good and bad. So this is like the overall and summary of this relationship. So this one, like, this card kind of talks about like almost like a slow moving kind of relationship, which I feel like most of these relationships, I'm gonna be honest, in this video is very slow moving, which I mean I think it's always a good thing. I mean, not always a good thing, but like it's never really a bad thing to be slow moving, because I feel like as long as you're going forward, right, it doesn't really matter how fast you go. But this does seem to like slow moving, and like from this card, it kind of talks more about bad, horrible things that kind of like happened in the past. So like I did get like possible past trauma from either or both of you, and I feel like you need to work through that, whether you need to work through that by yourself or together. That is the question. But this person, it does take a while, but I think eventually like it gets to like this like comfortable state where you're both comfortable and you're both like happy in this relationship. It just takes you a while to truly get to know each other and to truly believe that you're not going to hurt the other. I mean, that's feel like person B's case. I feel like person A has faith that person B isn't going to hurt them, but I think they just need to help person B believe that as well. Now if you want to comment, please do. Please tell me what reading you're in, if this related to you. Tell me what kind of videos you'd like to see on my channel in the future. And please subscribe. Bye, group number 4. Hey, group number 5, you guys picked the Swan. And I just want you to know that I shuffled everything off camera, but if you want me to shuffle on camera, please let me know. So this side is going to be group A, I mean person A, and this is person B in their relationship. So this is the initial reaction, right? So person A meets person B, and they're like, okay, hello, I like you, I want to hug you, I want to be around you all the time, I want to hold your hand, I want to be physical with you, you're gorgeous, I can't stop staring at you, you're just amazing. It's like this really bright and vibrant energy over here. For person B is like stares at you and they're like, wow, you remind me of my home, of my family. You are like, you are my home. That's just it. You are my home. I can like be with you all the time. I want to be with you all the time. And like this person instantly has like a positive emotional relationship with you. They're like, wow, this person, I feel like I can trust them. I feel like I've known them my entire life. So I feel like both of you are probably very fast, or at least this relationship is going to pick up really fast. And your guys are going to go full force ahead. So after that initial reaction, that bomb of reaction, you guys get into the next cards, which would be expectations, right? So person A, they don't have, even though like they want to be with you all the time and they want to be physical and they want to, you know, hug you, they don't actually have that good of a expectation, just because it's like they kind of are almost tired of all these really bad relationships, or all these relationships ending, and they want something more. They want it to be a long-lasting relationship. They want it to go very far, but they're just so used to things ending more abruptly or quickly than they want, that like they just can't see it going that far. Even if they want to, they don't want to let their hearts open up to the idea of that, because then they're like, I don't want to lose you. You're amazing, and I just don't want to lose you. But Now, person B, this card, if you can see, basically says fearless. So I feel that person B is over here jumping in like full force. They have no fears at all. They're like, okay, you're my home. I know that. And nothing's going to change. I have some very high expectations with him. It's going to go far. Now we have goals. So, person A, they kind of, their goal is honestly to heal. Because obviously they have a lot of issues with the relationships not working out the way they want to. So, their goal is to heal, but it's also to kind of help you heal. If you have anything that went wrong, or if you had a really bad day, they want to be there and they want to kind of hug you. They want to be your protector. They want to envelop you, you know, and like they're the kind of person like that. If you had a bad day, they're just gonna stay in with you and they're gonna help you, and they're even gonna eat ice cream with you if you're really sad. I don't know, like they're just like, they're like, okay, if you're sad, I'm sad too. We're in this together. I'm gonna help you, and in turn, you're gonna help me. Kind of energy is like really passionate. Person B, your goal is kind of to. It's like, I feel like your goal is almost like. Okay, so it says that you're the warrior, right? So you, even though you feel like so passionate and completely fearless, like I think that you understand almost that you need to have some fears. You can't just go full force, because I think that, like, logically you're like, okay, that's ridiculous. Why am I not afraid of this? Why am I so sure? And so I think almost like it's your goal is like to kind of like just kidding, kind of like back up, like you're like you want to be completely like enthralled in this, but then you also realize that that's just kind of like logically wrong. You're like, no one else has this issue. Like I've talked to so many other people, and all those other people, their relationships are like, you know, they're slower, and mine is different, and that could be scary, and it could also be like, honestly, maybe, and some of you might even just be like, you want to work on your armor, or, you know, like, because they wear all these like armors, you know, and they go out and they're fully suited up and everything, and it's like, maybe I need to work on having armor, not necessarily just for person A, but just for people in general, because I feel like person B is kind of that person that just lets everyone in, and then they don't have like a shield. They don't protect themselves from being hurt or anything, and they just let all the emotions in, and they let everyone come in and stomp all over them, and there's no boundaries. And I think this person needs to work on that. They need to set up boundaries for other people. Like, they can't just allow everyone to come in all the time, because it's actually very draining on them, I think. And that obviously is with this healing energy comes from over here in person A wanting to heal person B, because person B allows all those people in, and they shouldn't. And I think they're okay, I don't want to constantly be draining my partner. I don't want to drain them as much as I'm draining myself. I think I need to work on that armor. Now, these are like the positive and negative attributes of the person. So person A, it's very interesting, because person A, this actually this actually means that you're afraid of change. You're set in your ways. Even though this person just comes into your life and you're like, yes, hello, I love you, kind of energy. It's also like you're afraid of change, which is very different, I feel, energy. And I think that maybe it's more of an underlying issue that you don't let a lot of people see, or at least not person B see. And I think, but as far as your good side goes, like I think that you again you're very protective and loving and nurturing, and you really want to help, and you want to protect, and like that's just kind of like the same energy I'm getting from all these cards. But person B, I feel like person B again is kind of more, again, here comes this armor coming in, like underlying armor energy. I'm not really sure what happened during this relationship. I'm not sure if person A went too fast, even for you, and you're like, oh, hold up, or if this is just another person entirely coming in and kind of making you question everything. But here's the armor again, and I feel like for you, you tend to, you want to show the world, honestly, that you're more confident, or you're strong, but you're not. You kind of, you're fragile, I feel, and you don't want anyone else to know that, or anyone else to realize that. You don't want anyone, I mean, besides, obviously, I feel person A probably comes in and sees all these, like, these crying sessions and these ice cream eating sessions, but everyone else kind of just sees this person who has all this armor and doesn't open up or let anyone see anything, and I feel like that's kind of possibly something that you need to learn, like, that balance, because you can't go from, like, being completely open all the time to having no one in at all. And I think that this person kind of needs to work on, like, okay, who am I going to let in? When am I going to let them in? When am I going to trust that this person's okay? And then, obviously, again, I feel like this person, as far as, like, good energy goes, is kind of, they kind of just seem to have, like, this, I want to say, like, nurturing energy, almost. I feel kind of like a nurturing energy, and I don't know. I think that that's kind of, like, where I'm going with the positives, and obviously, I think another very positive thing is that you're open to learning and to accepting and to changing everything up. Like, obviously, person A is not open to change, but you are, and you're open to trying new things and to see what works and what doesn't. And I think that's also a very good part of you. So this is the end in results. This has come out in 3 readings so far. I don't know why. This is a very popular end result reading. I'm just saying. But basically, this talks about working on the relationship, and getting it to, like, a really good state, or a really good point. Again, I want to point out to you, which I pointed out to another group, there is a bird on here, and you guys picked the swan, so it could be, like, coincidental, but I don't think so. I think that that's kind of like a very, you can just imagine this is a swan as well, kind of coming in for that. But yeah, no, hardworking. So I think that maybe the work is coming from more person B's side, because person B does have that hard time with their armor. And it can also be, like, from person A trying to help them, yes, but then also to take time to kind of help and heal themselves as well, and not constantly be trying to heal someone else, because then their energy is getting drained as well. I'm gonna say this, but the swan literally attached right here. It's kind of like, the swan is kind of like almost like mirroring your twin flame energy. So if you believe in twin flames, this might be your twin flame, which is your next reading, your next relationship. Sorry, which I think is really, I mean, it's amazing, because you want that fire passion that comes from that, and, like, that knowing your other half, and making yourself feel like you're whole, or you're with this person, and now everything is, like, so much better, I guess, or lighting up your world, kind of. Yeah, that is your reading, group number 5. I hope you enjoyed. I would love to see you in the next video. Please comment what you thought, if this related to you, if you believe in twin flames, if you don't. And obviously, if you don't believe in twin flames, then this can just be any other relationship that lasts a long time. Or it could be a soulmate if you believe in soulmates. But, yeah, I mean, I hope to see you in the next video. I hope that you subscribe to my channel, so you can continue to show up and to know when I post. See you next time. Bye, Group 5.